Welcome back, everybody. We are literally where we left off on the previous episode. We've just been and scouted one of the south watchtowers, grabbed an upgrade, and then started getting a bit low on fuel, started getting a bit low on time for the episode. Discretion, better part of valor. We came back. What we're going to do now is up the road to roughly where the quarry starts. We're going to leave, I think we're going to leave the road here, come down through this area and get this upgrade, hoping that that's not too boggy for the Chevy, but I think it might be alright. And then we'll cross over and somehow try to get to this watchtower. And that's the main objective, and then we'll see what time we've got left to look for anything else that we might expose near that watchtower. Hopefully that makes sense. We did a little mini roll. We damaged this pickup to the point that we've only got one headlight working because of the body damage from the last episode. And we haven't been back to the garage to fix that, so we'll carry on. Obviously it's dark, because it usually is for me. We're fully fueled up. All of our repair points are replenished. So we're going off into the dark. I have been toying with the idea because, as I've said in previous episodes, first and foremost, I'm a gamer. I'm playing this game because I love this game. It's adding to my experience to learn how to record gameplay and learn to talk to it, learn to do the editing and so on. It's all the good. Acquiring knowledge and experience is a key thing that I think. I've always been interested in learning new things, and this is a new thing, so that's why I'm doing it. The fact that other people seem to enjoy watching the videos is an absolute bonus. And probably I wouldn't carry on if it wasn't clear that some people enjoy watching it. If I've learned a bit, and I'll probably get to a point that I think I've learned enough and then stop if it was just purely me. But as long as other people seem to be enjoying it, I'll carry on. It's quite boggy what we're coming into. But I have been thinking, because like I say, first and foremost, I'll try not to distract myself by talking while I'm getting stuck, but first and foremost, I'm a gamer. And I love playing this game. And my home situation is such, I'm lucky enough that if I wanted to, I could play for 4 or 5 hours on a Friday non-working day. There's not really any pressure for me to do anything else. I've done my chores for the day. I've done the things I needed to do this morning. The afternoon is mine, basically. And that might be more suitable to think about like a streaming session. So I've been considering the idea of maybe, and again, going into it not expecting to have loads of people watching me play SnowRunner in live, but at least doing it in a way that I could stream for a period of time. The content would be recorded on my hard drive and also saved to YouTube as you go, and therefore available as a video on demand on YouTube. And some of the channels that I follow for other games do that quite regularly, and there'll be a 4-hour video on demand available, and I generally watch them. But then another approach I've seen some people that I like their work, they'll do a stream and then they'll edit that into like a stream highlights video. So I've toyed with the idea of playing as a stream, and it's partly justifying to myself that I can just play for 4 hours and not worry about editing too much, but play as a stream, and then at the end of the stream look at the recording and make, say, a 30-minute summary recap highlights video of the stream. So I'm not scheduling when I'm gonna do that, because it's just I'm thinking about it and I'm just explaining to anybody watching this on what I'm thinking of doing. But because streaming is something I've never done other than just sharing my screen for mates in Discord where we've been working on the same project, and it's handy to see other people's screens that you're working with, especially for games like Space Engineers. But it's another game that I love. I'm not planning on playing it on here, but that's another game that I am very into. This is the sort of terrain that just chews through your fuel. Let's get this. Try and get a bit of progress. Low is probably better for me. So just the experience of streaming properly, now that I've got OBS software set up and I've got a capture card and all of that stuff, I'll probably at some point stream, say, not necessarily expecting to have a ton of viewers for it, but just because it'll be a thing that I've never done before, so I like to experience it. It's a very boggy bit of land, but we're almost... Look what I've just done. I've just gone right past the upgrade. I'm not going back. I'll get that another time. I'm a bit annoyed at myself there, but I shouldn't be. I talk and distract myself, and then go right past the thing that I was down in that boggy area to get. But at the same time, it's got me over almost to the point where I can go and get that Watchtower. So I'm just going to push on and get the Watchtower. Come back and get that upgrade another time. I am annoyed at myself there. I sometimes think it's because I'm doing multiple waypoints for a route, and it makes sense to have a route, but the problem with that is that I get to the one that I'm aiming at, and then it disappears and there's another one ahead of me, and I just get sort of a bit of tunnel vision on one waypoint to the next. And I think if I'm going for something like a specific task item or an upgrade, once I get within the vicinity, just have one waypoint on that thing that I'm going for, and then when I arrive there won't be any waypoints for me to be distracted by. But it is also, it's learning to focus while I'm also talking is something I need to get better at. Engine off. Nice bit of chunk of cash. Not a lot of XP, but it all helps. Cutscene. 36% fuel left. What have we got down here? So that's the gateway to Island Lake. Well, I'll tell you what, I know for a fact there is fuel just inside Island Lake. So that is the play. And then down here we've got task giver, a service trailer. That'll be handy for repair the truck. I bet the service trailer is needed for that. I don't think that's a truck we get to keep, and towing that service trailer requires a bigger truck. And then here, International Transstar 4070. This is the one that we got an upgrade for on a previous episode, and I didn't recognize the truck because I think I just sold it in the other save, and I might end up doing the same here. But I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure from the icon on it, that's not a task. That's one that's just a free truck for us if we can get to it. Right, what we're going to do now is we are going to grab that task while I was driving past, but we can do it now. So we're going to come back and get this task, and then we're going to go down through the gateway into Island Lake, because I know there's fuel just inside Island Lake's entrance from this side, from a previous playthrough. But that is all of the watchtowers for this map done. Not all of the upgrades, not all of the free vehicles, but that's the watchtowers done. Right, turning around. Michigan Trail. That sounds like a sightseeing one. And just for a change, mud. So what have we got here then? Oh, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 watchtowers to get. I vaguely remember fuel, I think, in this south corner somewhere. I hope it is this map I'm remembering, because if all of the fuel is in Drummond Island, that would be funny. How much have I got left now? So 19 in the tank and 40 on the roof, so I think that should be enough to get some fuel here. Anybody who's watching this because they've played it probably know more about this game than me, because I came to this game 18 months after the hype for it. But there's a really nice truck to own from here. This map has got a good truck. 140. So this is bridge repairs. Wooden planks. Okay, so a fair few wooden planks required here. Stop tracking. We're gonna come here. Okay, so that's the first fuel trader. I remember a large. I think it's a semi fuel trader. So we're gonna go and get fuel first. That's our first priority, and then we'll come down, start working our way along the bottom of the map, so that we've got less chance of being stuck by roads. I've got to decide in terms of regions, where for this series, whether I'm going to stick to, where I'm going to try and do 100% completion of Michigan before moving on to Alaska and the Russian Federation, because there's obviously, you know, as we've discussed a few times, there's a cost to moving trucks between regions that in hard mode that isn't there as part of normal mode. Fuel semi-trader. Let's fill myself up. So I wonder if this is a low saddle or a high saddle trader. Whether or not the Fleet Star could come and grab it and take it somewhere a bit more convenient for me. So I'm a bit of a completionist. So I probably want to stick, naturally inclined to stick to complete Michigan before moving on. But then once you move on, if you do that, if you've done everything, you'll not come back. So therefore you pay once to redeploy your fleet to another map. 3,500 per vehicle by the sound of it, from what I can see. And then you wouldn't have any reason to come back to Michigan. I'm going to come down to this Watchtower first. Yeah. Whereas if I just, because not boredom isn't a thing, it's more a case of variety, but and also thinking about content is, this vehicle that I'm in right now would trundle around. I haven't got chain tires, but other than that, I would trundle around in Alaska quite well. So it is partly a case of, for variety, would I want to go to Alaska? But if I took this vehicle to Alaska, I'd have to pay to bring it back and then pay to take it back again later. So the deployment cost does, you know, I like what the devs did with that because there's a, it's just, why am I churning away in high without a diff? Yeah, the deployment cost makes you think about which regions you take vehicles to, because if you took each vehicle you take backwards and forwards is 7,000 per trip, 3,500 each way. So I'll probably look at completing Michigan before I move, so that I only move the trucks once. with the exception of if I decide to go and get a specific truck just for fun, like the Tega that I've mentioned before. But the truck that's on this map, and the free truck that's on this map, and the free truck that's on Drummond Island are both really desirable trucks that I would like to get. So I may not feel that there's a massive need to go and get the Tega really. So this has got concrete slabs or concrete blocks. And steel beams. Yeah, I think that's concrete blocks. The slab is bigger. Yep. Sure, that'll be useful for something. Probably the bridges in this map. And again, it's a low saddle trailer, the same as the one that we moved with the planks on earlier. Last episode. Sort of tank there. I wondered if it was a fuel tank I could use. Right, here we go. Rusty Legacy discovered. Nice weather. Chucking it down. So Rusty, so trailer store. Yeah, scout fuel carrier. So I'm certainly going to connect to it and maybe drag it back somewhere more convenient, but I'll probably take that one back through into Smithfield Dam, and that'll give me 900 litres of fuel on the south side of the map. Right, so that's definitely looking like a couple of bridges that are out, I'm sure. And then Rusty Legacy is a task. So I now think, because I think those bridges are out. Oh, let's go and confirm that. I think we'll grab the scout trailer, and then we'll come out this way. Probably leave the scout trailer there. Grab Rusty's Legacy task. See if we can get past these broken down bridges and tag what they are. And then that gives us an open road to come down. Because I'd like to just go along the south of this map for now. Right. That wasn't the winch point I wanted. I want that one. Scout fuel trailer is available. So that looks like a... Oh no, I checked it before. We could buy them before. Anyway, let's just grab it and take it with us. Didn't line that up very well. So we've now got 900 litres of fuel in the trailer. Because it is full, right? I'll just confirm that. But yeah, it looks like it's full. It's got the green. Yeah, 900 litres in the trailer. That gives us a nice buffer. This is a proper swampy old mess, isn't it? I think this is probably the wettest of the maps that we've been to so far. Overall. I don't think there's been a single bit of tarmac since we came in. I think I said I'd leave this more or less here for a bit, unless I want to take it with me pulling in there. But no, I think I'll leave the trailer here. Carry on. I'll refuel now. Carry on without it. I don't just drag it everywhere over this map. But handy to know it's there. Right, Rusty Legacy. What's this task? $60 XP. Found an abandoned truck. Start tracking. Let's come out. Let's see where Rusty Legacy is. I wonder. That might be. I don't know. Yeah, that's a Chevy. So it's another Chevy Scout. But fair enough. We've got to get it from there and drag it down to here. So that's probably something we'll wait until we got a big truck in here for. And not attach it where I want them to. I want to attach to that one behind me. Right, so I think we're coming up to some broken bridges. We'll see what they require if the task the task is here. And we'll also see if we can get past them to carry on scouting further down the south side of this map. Because we do have an option. There is another Chevy on the map in the dam. Okay, so that's an unloading of wooden planks. Not. So it's not. I can't pick up the task here by the look of it. Fair enough. Right, can I get past? Yeah, so we could, although we'd have to pay for the upgrade parts on it, we do have a free Chevy on the other map that we just haven't picked up. So we could leave this as the forward scout, and if we need a scout still for stuff on the dam, we don't have to use this one. We could go and get that other Chevy, gear it up and use it. It's an option. Just need to be wary that that did use quite a lot of fuel, because that slow progress does chew through your fuel. So if I don't find fuel on this side of that broken bridge before I fix it, we could be in trouble. Still not giving me a chance to pick it up. I don't think I've got this task yet though. It may be because I haven't got the UI displayed. Nope. It's just not giving me an option. But anyway, once I've got, we know it requires what looks to be 2 wooden planks per bridge, because both of the bridges are out. Right, so this is a lumber mill, so we will be able to get wooden planks here, but we may have to deliver, well, it's got plenty of logs there, but we may have to do some tasks to get this operational, I'm not sure. Right, we're gonna now push on. Bit nervous about fuel, but we're gonna push on. Come this way. Looks like, maybe not. There's another trail here. I wonder why that's there. I want to get to this watchtower. Maybe that I don't know what this trail is, but maybe that's what we need to do to get to that watchtower. So let's do it anyway, because it's the southmost trail on the map, so they must be there for a reason. And see if we can get to that other watchtower before we run out of fuel, or before we feel that we need to head back for fuel reasons. Getting dark. Where does this trail go? Looks like it might be a bit of off-road to get to the start of it. So if we keep heading in the direction of our blue spot, that should get us roughly right. We can weave our way through these trees. This might be a trail. Is this a trail? Ish. There it is. It's incredibly detailed terrain. The amount of work that must have gone in. Oh, what's that then? Big no entry signs. I guess that's the edge of the map. I've never seen that on the other maps before. But I've probably just not got close to the edge, but big holographic no entry signs saying don't go this way, please. Yeah, very, very detailed maps. How they created this amount of high quality terrain, I don't know. It's very impressive. Right, that didn't help us much, did it? Is that a fuel trailer? Looks like, but okay, that looks like a fuel carrier to me. One of the four-wheeled dolly ones. But it looks like this trail comes this way to head to the Watchtower, but it looks like we've got the option of coming back and getting some fuel, which we'll probably do. I remembered there being quite a few fuel trailers on this map, so that's nice that we've found one that's on the correct side of. Oh, there's an upgrade. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see what this is then. So that. Okay, so there's the Watchtower. Engageable diff lock, not for the current truck. White Western Star. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's brilliant. So the only thing, apart from the fact that both the Fleet Star and the White Western both need low range gearbox. For the White Western, the only thing that's needed to make it equal now is equal or superior is the race suspension. So that's the next thing on my wish list is race suspension for that. But that's a good find. And I'm glad I spotted it because I could easily have driven past it and then got to the Watchtower and come back. Like if I'd have taken one of these other routes, I might have found that fuel, but yeah. I would have missed that and then had to double back anyway, so that's good. Good find. That makes me happy. I'm coming to the end of my preferred recording time, but I just want to keep playing. I don't really want to just... I've lost interest in my other save, my normal campaign mode save, because I'm enjoying this one too much to go back and drive a save where I've just got every truck I might desire. So yeah, I want to continue this save. But because I'm exploring a new map, it would be madness for me to do this off camera. This is all content that I need to show. I only really want to maybe cut out the trivial stuff that we've done 3 or 4 times. Like driving backwards and forwards between garages and so on. Handbrake, let's just see. Should I go and get some fuel first? Yeah, if I get some fuel, I could carry on. Maybe. Yeah, so I'm going to turn right here. Get some fuel, and then double back, grab the Watchtower and see what the map exposes with that Watchtower. But getting that Watchtower will probably be a wrap for this episode. Bit of a remote location, this fuel carrier, so probably come and grab it and move it. I did not need to buy the fuel carrier in the previous map though, did I? That was a waste of 10,000 that I can ill afford really, but refuel. Didn't do too bad. We used 50 litres to do that bit of exploring. And then we're going to put a waypoint here, here, Watchtower. So I do know that there's no garage on this map or the Island Lake map. This is Island Lake. There's no garage on this map or Drummond Lake. So there's no option to repair bodywork and so on. But the resupply zones, I know there's at least one more other than the one we found in the dam. Not sure if it's this map or Drummond, or whether there's one each maybe. So we can basically keep our vehicles repaired, is what I'm saying. Cutscene in the dark, looking over the swampy mess. What was there's some lights there for what looked like a house. So that's probably going to be this thing. So signal in the mountings. There's a trailer there with one metal beam on it. 3 empty slots. It's another sideboard semi. Signal in the mountings is probably one of the ones where you go and find an antenna. And I'm going to assume it's this mountain. And because that's in the same direction as the next watchtower, probably worth grabbing that before proceeding. Something like that. And then head to the southwest watchtower. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's about as long an episode as I can justify. And again, because it's new map, there's not a lot here that I'll be cutting out. This will be more or less as I played it. Maybe a bit of audio cleaning, because I heard what I think was my puppy bashing on my door earlier. So I have to go and say hello to the puppy for a bit, play with him and take some time out. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and as always, I appreciate every view, every comment, especially every subscription and like. Very much appreciated. And I will catch you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.